go. I wanted them to hear more background music.
Done.
Anyways, everybody, welcome to Wednesday night OWCP Chats with Chris and Gini.
APW Hilton Tampa edition.
Yes, we are here tomorrow. Chris is training live with APW Motor Vehicle Craft, Clerk Craft, and Maintenance Craft. So we're going to have stewards in here. We're so excited. So don't forget to follow, like, and share. You can find us on these social media pages. Facebook, we have Breaking OWCP, Wednesday night OWCP Chats, Federal Injury Centers. We also have Chris Helms and Gini Helms. Then we have YouTube. We have a LinkedIn where it's Gini Wednesday night OWCP Chats. And then TikTok, you can find me, Gini Helms, on TikTok until Chris gets to 1,000 people that we could go ahead and stream on.
But you can also find me on TikTok at Breaking OWCP until the government shuts it down.
Oh.
But in the meantime, we're having a good time there. So come to Breaking OWCP at TikTok. And all of you that are here, thank you for being here.
Who's the cute guy? Oh, somebody said who's the cute guy.
Oh, that's me. I'm Chris.
His name is Chris.
Very nice to see you.
I'm trying to find somebody to take him away.
No, she's not.
Somebody in TikTok can come.
But for the right price, I can say yes.
Now, did you mean nice, smile, cutie to me or to Chris?
Oh, for sure me.
Anyway, again, welcome to Wednesday night OWCP Chats live
with
from
Chris and Gini.
Tampa, Florida, from the Hilton with APW. And those of you that are new, we do this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be having people come in and out. So if you hear the doors opening and people asking questions, because there's going to be a few audience folks here.
Well, there's a bunch of clerks and stuff here. So, you know, we've been talking with them and hanging out with them for the last couple of days, and they may come in here and crush our party, and we hope they do.
Yeah. So with that said, I'm going to hop off of TikTok and share and then come back on. And
bye, TikTok.
Those of you, don't forget, if you want to be a November share winner, today is the last day to share any of our posts, feeds, whatever, and you could win a $100 gift card we're giving to away. Okay. Tonight, what we're going to be talking about is third-party accidents. You know, you guys all understand that this is the holiday season. Everybody's going to be working more than 8 hours, especially USPS.
Yeah. And
anybody that has to deal with anything Christmas related. Even the nurses at the VAs, you guys are going to be putting in more hours because of injuries. So,
everybody's putting in more hours.
Yeah.
All of them. Everybody.
So again, we are here in Tampa. Tomorrow morning, Chris does a live training with the APW clerks, maintenance, and motor vehicle guys. So we're really excited. It is our last union event for the year. We are done until February. So I told
unless
Chris,
somebody invites us next week, and then we'll go.
Yeah.
But we don't have anything else.
We can go at Christmas parties. We'll definitely do. We do have a Christmas
Oh, we're going to be at those.
Yeah. But tonight, again, we're going to talk about third party, what to do, how to file them, who to call, and the whole process of third party cases. And we have no housekeeping because I just said it all. So I'm going to turn it over to this guy.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, where are you going?
Oh, wait. Okay, I'm back. We're not done? No. Yeah, come in. So, hey, what's up? We're live. Come on in. They're singing happy birthday to Gini. Come on.
Oh my God, Chris gonna make me cry.
Happy birthday, dear Gini. Happy birthday to you.
Nice job. Hello, everybody.
Chris knows you about this.
Everybody say hello to Victor.
Hey, Central Florida.
What's up? So everyone knows she had a birthday this week. Thank you so much. I don't want to blow that out, but I want to blow that out.
I'm sitting there.
Come blow it out. Come blow it out. She's giving everybody a hug. Come blow it out.
Okay.
Get in here.
Come on, Victor.
Get in.
Help me blow.
Just no.
Never gonna happen.
Chris.
All right. Four of these are done. Go ahead.
Chris.
Like 3 of those blew out when she sucked in. That's funny.
Oh, thank you guys are so sweet.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, everybody. This is Victor that you guys are all seeing on Facebook when he comments. So thank you so much.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
It's ice cream.
Okay.
So it's gonna melt. Okay. So
Not the way, it won't melt the way she does it.
Make this quick so we can have to go to the hospitality and have some drinks, okay?
You want to take it over there?
Fork, so she could have eaten.
You want me to?
Yeah, take it over there.
No,
and then we'll be
I'll
in
just
there.
facial, like just right in here.
All right, I'll see you there.
Well,
okay?
yeah, we'll get it when we
All
come.
right, thank you. Okay.
No problem.
Okay, bye.
You guys are so sweet.
That's
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he knew about it.
I did. I take full responsibility besides you.
That's why I said, well, please, I need to talk to you.
You're, oh!
And we'll see you in a minute.
Okay.
That was the sweetest, guys. Oh my gosh, how sweet.
So you all know she had a birthday this week, and we did some birthday stuff. We went to Miami and took our kids to a place that you shouldn't take your kids to until they're old enough to go. Everyone was wearing their clothes. I'm just saying, but like, it was crazy because their kids are like, "Hey, this is what girls are like." Yeah, that's what girls are like. Anyways, so welcome to Wednesday night OWCP Chats birthday edition with Victor and Gini. I'm also here. Are you almost done sharing?
No.
So she's sharing a lot. I was going to teach some stuff, and then they stopped me down with the birthday stuff. So let's start over.
Okay, so we are talking about third party, what to do, how to file it, who to contact, etc.
Etc. So, look, it's the holidays, and I'm just going to get right into it. So if you're here and you're like, "Oh, this is not teaching," come back and tell your friends to come back too, because this is going to be very important. Over the holidays, especially letter carriers, rural carriers, city carriers, especially you, there's a lot of extra work on the road. And there's a lot of crazy people on the road too. In Florida, like everybody's crazy. I'm from Texas. I still look around going crazy. I'm the only person that drives on the Florida roads that's not crazy. So you're getting into accidents that you don't obviously want to get into. And what we want to do is tell you what to do when that happens. Are you done pushing buttons?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So most people, when they get into a wreck, will call the billboard attorney they see on the,
On the billboard.
well,
The billboard attorney on the billboard, okay.
in the intersection. And in that intersection is, PI lawyers. And you're like looking at them going, "Oh, you know what? My brother-in-law said that's a good lawyer." Or, my sister said that's a good lawyer. Or my wife, my husband. But for a federal injury, that's the bad lawyer. Don't call them. It's bad. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how a third-party claim or an injury where you're driving while you're working is a CA1 claim. And what we have is a lot of people that are not filing CA1s at all. They get in a car wreck and they say, "Oh, I'm going to call the PI lawyer because there's a great settlement coming my way."
Right.
Maybe. But the rest of your life, you will not have lifetime medical benefits, and you will not be eligible for Schedule Award, and that's a big problem. So when you get in a car wreck driving for the federal government, you don't call the PI lawyer, and they're probably fantastic lawyers. You don't do that at all. You call an OWCP doctor. Now, most of you will say, "Okay, gosh, I came here for education. Here goes Chris. He's going to sell doctors to me." I'm not. Look, call whatever doctor you want. It's this. Do you want to win or lose? Now, if you like to lose, call anybody. I don't care. In fact, go ahead and just shut this down and stop watching because losing is good for you. I don't care. But winning is not an option. You must win. And so my thing is, how do you win? You got to call a federal lawyer, or you need a federal doctor who can refer you to a proper lawyer. So that's number one. You cannot go to the PI lawyer that you think is the best lawyer ever. They probably are, but they don't know OWCP. They have no clue what the rules are here. When you get hurt in a car accident on the job, you're eligible for a minimum of 20% of the settlement after lawyer's fees. But lawyers are required to bill by the hour in federal. They can't charge a percentage. So it's a fair deal for you. It's a great deal for you. So your doctor gets paid, whatever. You don't care, and you shouldn't care. Your lawyer gets paid. You shouldn't care. You get a minimum of 20% of your settlement. That's what you care about. But that's not the main thing. The biggest thing is you have lifetime medical. If you go and call like your number one PI lawyer, they're probably fantastic. I mean it, like seriously. She used to work for one. PI lawyers are great when they are, but they don't know OWCP. So you call them. They don't. You call them and you get a great settlement. Let's say you get like $50,000. That's fantastic, or not. Because once it's settled, it's over. It's over. You don't have lifetime medical. The money you get in settlement covers your lifetime medical. Now, in OWCP, you get that settlement and you have lifetime medical, meaning that if you need to continue treatment, you can have it. If later on you have a recurrence, it's okay, you can get it treated. And if you have a condition that results in a schedule award, you can have it. But if you just go PI to the best PI lawyer, you can't have any of that. It's not going to happen for you. I'm just telling you. And so we have people all the time that said, yeah, but my lawyer's great. No. Whoever your brother-in-law told you to call is the last person to call.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And so on top of that, a federal attorney that you would need does not need to be in the state you are in.
No,
because
they don't.
it's federal. So a lot of you will call and they'll say, I need a schedule award. And I'll say, okay, give me your information. You'll hear a call from Eric Flowers. He's in North Carolina and they're in Colorado. It doesn't matter where the federal attorney lives.
That's right. Annette, she said, how do I find a federal lawyer? I'm in Vermont. Annette, your lawyer can be in Alaska or Hawaii or Maine or Florida. It doesn't matter to you. You need a federal lawyer who knows federal laws. Federal laws are the same in every state. So whether you're in Vermont or Texas or Florida or Alaska, they're the same laws. So don't worry about where your lawyer is. Worry about what your lawyer specializes in. That's important.
And so it's okay that you're in Vermont. So what you do to find a federal attorney, one, you Google federal attorney and see who comes up.
OWCP injury lawyer.
Or that, yeah.
That's your Google.
Or you could message me on Facebook. We have a handful of attorneys that we, tell people to go to because they specialize in different things. So you can always call me or you can message me and I'll help you get one. Because most of the times you don't need an attorney. So Eric has said this so many times. If you just said that you had a denied claim and people said to lawyer up, get yourself a federal attorney. You don't need that. So what you need to do is just call me or Google, like Chris said.
That's right. Thomas said that Eric handed him over to Christina in Washington, and she's awesome. That's exactly right. So the point is, so Thomas called Eric. Eric's a federal lawyer, and Eric said, hey, your best deal is to call Christina, who's also a federal lawyer.
Yes.
What Eric didn't say is, hey, call somebody and somebody, PI lawyers of whatever state.
Right.
That's not what you want to do. So Thomas, thank you for that. And he's in Missouri.
Yeah,
so,
see? He said it right there.
She's in Washington. He's in Missouri. It doesn't matter. It's federal. It doesn't matter what state they're in. And the other thing about these lawyers is they will contact and recruit a local PI lawyer in your area if needed.
Yep.
So you don't need to worry about that. And that's nice. Like the best thing for you as a federal employee is you get hurt and it should not be a hassle. We created a new sign that we're going to start taking these things. And I have a quote that I say that the pain of the injury should not be worse than the pain of the system.
Yep.
And the pain of the system is so bad when you do things wrong. And you're not doing it wrong on purpose. You just don't know what's right. So you're here and we're telling you, so don't call PI lawyers. I'm telling you that's going to be bad. And again, just to recap. The reason this is our topic tonight is because the holidays are here. And letter carriers, especially rural carriers, city carriers, are working massive overtime hours. They're putting in all the hours in December and then again in January for returns to make up for a lot of hours they don't get other times of the year. So they're working their butts off. And in the process of that, they're getting hurt at a higher rate because they're working at a higher rate. So it makes sense. It's just math. And so around the holiday time or Christmas time, I like to say, hey, don't forget, you're going to get hurt. And I know what you're going to do. Here's what you're going to do. Your supervisor is going to say, it's the holidays. Don't take off of work.
Right.
And you're going to not take off of work. Remember this. You have 30 days to report CA1 claims. A CA1 claim is anything that happens in a single shift. So you step out of your vehicle and twist your knee, that's a CA1.
Yeah.
You pick up a box because it's too heavy, it's a CA1. And, Victor says the clerks are working hard too, 100%, all the way. Mail handlers, everyone is working hard.
All the packages coming in. And we keep telling you guys, this starts like October and it won't finish till like February for them. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tie all this back into the clerks and the mail handlers, who some of them drive, but mostly the carriers drive. But I'm talking about third parties because of the carriers are driving so much more. But we're going to talk about the rest. My point is this: like, you are working a higher rate, a higher number of hours. You're lifting more packages. All kinds of crazy crap is in those packages. I don't know if that's like paper or dog food. I don't know what's in there or anything in between. So you're getting hurt. And what's going to happen is your supervisors are going to say, don't report, don't take off. And many of you are going to say, okay, because you're team players. And I understand that because I'm a team player. But you've got to report your stuff on time, because when you report late, you lose your CA-16. That pays all your medical bills. When you report late, you lose your COP. That pays your time off. So you can't report late. You got to report now. I can't stress that enough. I'm not saying you can't work. I'm saying you must report. I have never said that you just like take off work. Don't go to work. Tell your doctor to take you off of work. I never say that. Instead, I tell the doctor, send them back to work. Give them restrictions that they can do. So I want you to work and you want to work. And I understand why you want to work. But you need your benefits because you have lifetime medical. And, you know, Christmas is going to be finished.
Yeah.
But your back is still going to be there. Your knee, your shoulder, your wrist, they're all going to be there. What will you do next? So report your injury now. Do what you got to do, but report right away. Don't lose your benefits. You know, we're here tomorrow morning. I'm going to teach a class for 3 hours on workers' comp. And I'm going to ask to the group that I'm teaching, which of your benefits as a federal employee would you like to give up right now? Nobody's going to raise their hand and say, here's one I want, you know, and you're not either. What I'm saying is don't give up your benefits. Report right away. It doesn't mean you go to the doctor. It doesn't mean you get taken off of work. It means you report. Do your part. You have to report immediately. So when you get hurt, and I hope you don't, and please be safe, but report right away.
So let me just tie into this. Like those of you that are working the snow and the ice and the hail. Remember,
and it's happening. It's all over Buffalo.
So
Jesus.
What's going to happen, and a lot of you already know that are out in the East Coast, West Coast mountain area, they say, well, you know, it's the homeowner's responsibility to clear their walkway, and it's not your fault. Don't file your injury. Just go to the walk and don't do that. File your injury.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it was the homowerner's fault. If you needed an attorney, the attorney will tell you what to do.
Just report the injury.
Yeah.
And you do that by going to eComp, getting an eComp account, which is super easy. It's like 2 screens and you're done. And then fill out your CA1 form. Your supervisor will then have to fill out your CA1 form and then have 10 days to turn that in. Now, here's the key. You've got to go to the doctor, like as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Because if your doctor's narrative is not in within 10 days, they can cut off your COP. Now, many of you are like, COP, continuation of pay, I don't want that. I want to work. Understood. I get it. But COP is a benefit. Would you like to lose it?
Right.
Of course not. I mean, you don't want to lose your benefits. So go to the doctor, get a narrative report, get that sent in, and let's get things going. What we see too often and every year is that people say, I need my overtime. And I understand. I'm not telling you don't get paid. I'm saying your health is so important. Last night I went to bed, and I don't carry the mail for a living. I don't lift patients for a living. I don't inspect bags at TSA, and I don't chase after people at the border. I don't have these issues that you have, but I have like old football injuries. And I went to bed last night, and how much pain was I in?
Oh,
I needed more Motrin.
Yeah.
It sucks for me. I don't want it to suck for you. Okay. But you have the opportunity as federal employees to not have it, number one, suck for you. But number two, you can have help, not out of your own pocket. When I need help, I got to pay for it. When you need help, OWCP can pay for it if you report on time and do everything properly. So this whole thing tonight is so that you will know that the holidays are here. Don't screw yourself over.
Yeah.
Report on time. Do everything properly. Don't think, oh, well, you know, I care so much about my agency and my supervisor. You know, I care about my supervisors. I don't want to upset them. Screw your supervisors, all of them. If your supervisor isn't saying to you, hey, we want you to get help, they don't care about you. They care about themselves. And at night, when your back or your knee or your shoulder hurts, they're sleeping fine.
That's true. And if you're not there anymore, you'll be replaced. And everybody says this to us all the time. Yeah, you will be replaced, and that's it. They go on. What happens to you?
So I'm going to say this, and I didn't know I was going to say this till now, but I'm going to. Today I was having a conversation with a friend of mine who's a federal employee, and she told me a story that broke my heart, and I'm going to tell it to you.
Oh.
So and this is not fake. If you know me, you know me. So I'll leave it at that. But she told me that there is a woman who had a back injury, and she went to a gun range to shoot and shot herself. So I'm minimizing a little bit because I can't have this conversation too much. It shook me up for the rest of the day. For the rest of the day, it messed me up. Okay. Because people that commit suicide don't have to. You don't have to. If you go to the right doctor up front, things can be okay. You know, if you report on time and stop caring about your supervisors things can be okay. If you know the rules, things can be okay. It doesn't have to get to a place where you feel like there's no more hope. It doesn't have to be there. And I say to my doctors, and in fact, I sent everybody a letter today that said, whatever compassion you have more. Whatever empathy you have more. Whatever feelings you have, feel more of it, because the people that we're helping are going through some shit that they don't want to go through. None of you asked to get hurt today. Nobody wants to have to be out of work, and your supervisors are assholes, and they are, I'm sorry, babe, but they are assholes, and they're retaliating. They're hurting you, you know? And like I said, the new sign today said the pain of the system should not be worse than the pain of the injury itself. But it is. You know, it's worse. Just hold on. It's worse. The pain of the system is bad. It's worse than the pain of the injury, because we can take ibuprofen for the injury, but there's no pill for the system. Unless you go to the right doctor. And so, you know, I'm not saying that all federal injury centers offices are the solution, but I'm saying that for sure the other offices are the problem. And we can do a lot more. So you got to call us, give us a call, federalinjurycenters.com, check locations. You know, I can't stand to hear another person who killed themselves because of a work injury. It sucks. I'm standing here and I'm like, well, it didn't help. It didn't hurt me, except it did. And it hurt that person and their family. And it's all avoidable. So what we want to have is you know the rules, follow them, and stop giving a damn about what your supervisors think. They are sleeping fine, and tomorrow, if you're not there, they'll replace you. I used to be a supervisor. In fact, I'm a supervisor now. I have a company. I have employees. Okay, my employees love me. I love them. There's a reason for that. You should love your supervisor. They should love you back, but they don't. But love is like number one. You don't have that, but you have it from us. You know, we love you. I don't want you to have bad things happen to you. And you shouldn't want that for yourself or for your friends either. So I'm trying not to be too emotional, but this happened today. I told her today I want to talk about the third party thing, but really the car wreck thing, I mean, it's a fact of life. You guys are going to have it. But what happens next? What happens when you are in that wreck and your supervisors retaliate? You're in that wreck and you accidentally, because you didn't know any better, you call a PI lawyer and they get you a settlement and it's fantastic and your lifetime benefits don't exist. You know, you want to go back to work tomorrow, but you still hurt. You can't. You got to do things for yourself. Okay. This is a serious problem. It upsets me. The thing that motivates me the most, and I'm sorry that you don't get to talk here. So the thing that motivates me is this. Like, I told my staff today that we had, hey, awesome. This year we had 1,107 accepted claims. 1,107 accepted claims in 11 months. And I'm supposed to be super happy about this. Like 1,100 accepted claims in 11 months makes me happy until I realize there's somebody we didn't get accepted or somebody we didn't know about it. So this person that shot themselves at a gun range wasn't our patient, but I wish they were. You know, I wish they would have called us. I wish they would have known. More than that, I wish we would have had an office in their area so they wouldn't have had the option to go to that gun range and take their life, you know, because we could have helped. But you can help. You know, you can go to people and say, there's help. You should know that if you're in Alaska, you can drive to Florida and the government can't stop you. If you're in Maine, you can drive to Texas and the government can't stop you. If you're in California, you can drive to Iowa and the government can't stop you. You can go to anywhere you want to go to get help. You do not have to have a denied claim. You do not have to be in dire straits. That doesn't have to happen. You don't have to, but too many of you don't know. So all of you that are watching have a responsibility to tell somebody. The next person that takes their own life, you have to ask yourself, did I know that person? Could I have helped? You know, what scares me and what I told my staff today is that could be one of our patients. What do? We have to do more. Whatever it takes, do more. You can do more too. You can tell somebody, right? You can tell somebody that this does not have to be the way it is. There's a solution. 1,107 accepted claims in 11 months is what we did. But there was that one person we couldn't touch. One person that we didn't know about and that didn't know about us. And this whole day, I knew about the 1,107 accepted claims, and I knew about the one person that killed themselves, and I forgot about the 1,100. Everyone has a responsibility, everybody. I'm going to teach a class tomorrow, and I'm going to tell everybody in this class that you all have to tell people. And I'm telling you here, you have to tell somebody. Everyone's got to tell somebody that there's help. I created this company, and I spread it around the country. We have, 50 or 60 offices in, 25 states and counting. And we're there, but there's people that don't know, and I'm doing the best I can. Look, I spend all of my money in marketing my website so people can see it. And we do these live videos, and we're on every social media platform, and I go to every audience that will allow me to come. But what are you doing? What are you doing? Who have you told? I go to an open house in Charlotte. I go to an open house in Miami. I go to an open house in Birmingham. And I say to the people, who do you know? You all know 3 people. Who do you know? Here's a bunch of brochures. Will you take them? And they all take them. But what are you really doing? Are you giving it to people? You're here watching me. Are you sharing this? Are you saying to your friends, hey, watch this? Did you hit the share button? Is it on your news feed? Are you letting people know that there's hope? It's shocking to me. I was trying to help a friend today, and in the process of helping a friend, I heard about someone else who I didn't know about who killed themselves. So we can fix that. I didn't mean for this to be about that, but I guess it was inevitable. It was always going to be, because 1,100 accepted claims doesn't matter to me. There's one person who didn't get help. So you can all do that. All right, with that said, I'm going to take a break, let her ask some questions, and I'm going to answer those. But I hope you all heard me. Tell somebody. They don't have to come to federal injury centers. I don't care. But if you know a doctor who knows how to get claims accepted, your friends need to go there. When your claim's not accepted, you can't work, you can't get paid, and you lose hope. And that's not okay. And we can fix it.
Yeah, so there's a few of you on here asking, how you find a doctor. And we have a lot of our doctors on here tonight that they've put their information on there. After the live, just go back, and if you need their information, I missed a bunch of them to say who was on there. It's okay. And so all you need to do is just go to federalinjurycenters.com and click the locations tab, and all 59 locations are on there. And by the end of the year, we're going to have a handful more. So keep watching.
And if you're not in the state where the doctor is, you can travel out of state. It's fine. You can fly out of state. Mm-hmm. You can hitchhike. I don't care. The government cannot prevent you from going to your own doctor. You have the right to choose. The government has put in law in like 5 different places that you have the right to choose, and nobody can get in the way of that right. You can go anywhere. You don't have to be stuck in Idaho getting screwed over by a doctor who doesn't know anything. Okay, you can go someplace else. In the meantime, I'm gonna find a doctor in Idaho. Okay, I'm doing my best, but don't get screwed over when you know you can do anything you want to do. You have total control over what happens next.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you have a denied claim, you do not need an attorney. Please call me, message me, let me know that you have a denied claim. Also, on top of that, what you can do is just go to our website and find one of the locations. Every office has a case manager in it, so they'll be able to answer your questions. Oh, thank you. Earlier, I saw that John, Reverend, said that he is a suicide counselor. that's really sweet. So if anybody
Yeah.
needs to talk to somebody, John is on here. He works for TSA.
John, send us your contact
Yeah.
because I'd like to send your information out to people.
Yeah.
This cannot continue.
We have John there in
Thank you.
St. Louis, Missouri. We have Jennifer. She's a retired VA president.
Yeah.
She does this stuff too. So if you guys need that kind of help or you just need to talk to somebody and you don't know where to go, I can give you the two, or if anybody wants to share any other person that does this, we'd love to share this info out there.
So this is one thing, and I'm really trying to compose myself, but are we here to make money? No. If I don't make money, I can't keep doing it. So somebody today said, how do you make money? Whatever. Look, legally, who cares? Here's the deal. I'm happy to work with anybody who will help these people. I don't want anything. I want nothing. I want these people helped. So, John, thank you. Anybody else? Thank you in advance. We need help. We need help.
Yeah. We do have 4 or 5 locations in Texas. Just please go to federalinjurycenters.com for locations, and they're all there. Hey, Scott. Okay, let's get through these questions here.
Love you, Scott.
First question from Sabrina Reynolds. This is where I started. What do you do if your work comp claim, but they denied your injections? I've got to work. I'm a single mom.
What do you do if you have a work comp claim, but they denied your injections? Okay, so they're denying your injections. Sorry.
Okay.
They're denying your injections because of your diagnosis. Most likely, your approved condition is a sprain or a strain, which will not allow for injections. So whatever your true diagnosis is, needs to be expanded into your accepted case.
Annette, I know you said you needed some help, and I know there was a few of you on here that says you need help. Again, go to the website, see if there's a location in your state, and call the office. If there is not one, you're welcome to call me at 877-787-OWCP. But the best thing for you to do is be in contact with that office you may want to go to, because their case manager will walk you through everything. Annette said, I have to go back to work when my knee is not ready because I have not received a dime in 4 months.
So you're not getting paid because your claim's not accepted, and or your diagnosis is weak and not correct, and or you need a disability narrative explaining the need medically to be off of work. Your doctor should be able to do that. If they can't, let us know and we'll try to help.
Yeah. Vern Bonnell said, last week I was in a vehicle accident. I'm diagnosed as severe contusions and whiplash. I filed a CA1, but what is the doctor's narrative report?
Well, a doctor's narrative report is the doctor explaining medically in writing, like they're typing a report, what happened to you, how it relates to your job, and what your diagnosis is. So they have to write that. No claim gets accepted without a beautiful doctor's narrative.
Debbie said, I have COVID and my supervisors are bugging me when I'm coming back to work.
Well, you could tell your supervisors to go jump off a lake or off a bridge into a lake, or you can get a CA-17 from your doctor and a disability narrative that will explain why you're not at work. But jumping off a bridge is, I think, a good idea.
Oh my gosh. Emma said, that's what federal injury centers are there for. They're awesome. I have recommended the one in Thousand Oaks and Redondo Beach. Like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. I have been telling a lot over here in Bakersfield, California.
And so the story that I told you about earlier about the person at the gun range, that person, a detail that I left out is they, out of fear, did not report their injury. Out of fear, they didn't report their injury. Instead, they went to a gun range and ended it. So, I'm going to say this tomorrow in a group full of people live, and I'm going to say it to you now. Repeat after me. I don't care what my supervisor thinks. I don't care what look, I don't give a shit what your supervisor thinks. Your life matters to me. And you're hurt. You can't pay your bills. What will you do? The gun is not the option. That's not what you do. Let's get help. I don't care if you have to fly to Alaska. Get help. And if you're a friend of that person, fly them to Alaska. Do what it takes. Your supervisor may not care. Look, I know caring supervisors, and I'm not talking to you. Obviously, you care. You're good people, and I love you. But too many supervisors don't give a damn, okay? They're just looking for the next person who's up. It's not okay with me.
Gloria Lejeski said, how do you file for consequential injury?
So a consequential injury is not a new filing. Your doctor has to write a narrative called a consequential injury narrative. And they explain how, as a result of your accepted claim, you have another injury. And that will get added to your accepted claim. So there's no form for that. Sometimes a CA2A, but I don't want to go into that because I hate CA2As. A consequential injury needs to be written up by a doctor in a narrative report explaining it.
Yeah.
That's how you get accepted.
Debbie McCall said, your office staff in Bremerton, Washington is awesome on my third appeal. Well,
Thank
way
you.
to go.
I'm glad that's working out. Thank you. It's our only office in Washington State.
Norma said, Federal Injury Centers in Bedford is great.
I'm happy that's working out.
Annette, I don't know if you're asking for my phone number or somebody on here, but just mine is 877-787-OWCP.
Which is 6927.
Nelson Perez said, why do we have a hard time getting your COVID time back? I turned in all my documents till I was negative.
Well, you're getting a hard time getting COVID time back because your supervisors are in the same boat the rest of us are. In this case, so I always say about management, they're either dumb or they play dumb. In this case, COVID is new. And we're all learning as we go. Like FICA keeps putting out bulletins, so like one after another. There's like 4 or 5 bulletins on COVID. And so what you have to do is just explain to your supervisors that a CA1 claim or a COVID claim is a CA1 claim. And it's treated like a CA1 claim. If you need help, give us a message on Facebook here, Facebook Messenger. We'll help you out.
See, look, it was so sweet. I'm going to pin that. Maurice put our link right there that has you just click the link and it goes directly to the locations and you can find out how to file COVID. We have how-to videos.
But the vast majority of calls that she receives, because if you call the 877 number, this is who answers.
Yeah.
If you get a message that says, hey, it's Gini, I'm on another call, that was her too. But most people are looking for a location. So if you go to www.federalinjurycenters.com, I'm back. Federal Injury Centers with an S on the end. At the very top right of the page, there's a thing that says locations. Go check that out. The address and the phone number of every location is there. You don't have to ask her, just go. We put it there to make it easy for you. We want you to easily find a doctor who wants to help you because we're tired of seeing you get screwed over by the system.
Yeah, Mercedes is on. Shout out, LOL. Haha, you guys are awesome. And Jeannie, your makeup is beautiful. That's my
Mercedes, mine is too, and we love you.
That's my girl. It's one of my BFFs.
Tell Dave I said hi.
Tell Dorfman hi.
Just
Renee said, what is the next step if management fails to meet a deadline for DOL?
Grievance. OSHA, EEOC, labor board charges. I mean, hit them with the book. Like, throw the whole book at them. Them missing deadlines is bad for you. And what happens is too many people will just say, well, that happened. No, that doesn't. There's a remedy. The remedy is where we're at. We're here because of APW. And thank God for them, because those people fight for you. Your union should fight like this one does. When somebody, management, doesn't do their job, file a grievance. Hit them the way they're hitting you. Because the way they hit you financially.
Yeah.
It's not okay. It hits you in a way to where maybe you can't pay your bills. And I'm going to leave it there because just unions, help out.
So what we covered so far today in the first half is third-party injuries, slip and fall, rear end accidents, you're falling in the VA if you're a nurse, or you're picking somebody up.
Or backing down into an elevator where there's no elevator.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
So when you're doing a federal personal injury accident and you're wanting to know what's happening, you cannot be the party at fault.
Yeah, but most of you are not. I mean, you're safe drivers. You want to keep your benefits. You don't want to get fired from your job.
There are people that have said I was at fault.
Yeah, but most people aren't. But regardless, you have a right to get help.
So what I like to tell people to do, if you can, to help you out, especially if you got rear-ended or it wasn't your fault, or if you slip and fell, or if a dog bit your face off or something like that while delivering packages this holiday season, please take pictures, so the attorneys could have all of that. It really makes a difference, especially, and I speak from expertise on this, especially if you have a rear end accident or somebody damaged your car, make sure you get close-ups and far away of the entire car, sides, front, close-up of where the accident or bumper fell off. But
Finish
oh,
your-
sorry, I thought you wanted me to read it. I was
Oh
like,
my God.
so make sure
Welcome to my world.
make sure you take pictures. Did I squirrel off another way?
Squirrel.
Make sure you take your pictures. Make sure when you are seeing the doctor for this that you give them detail. And everybody knows, especially in an accident, your body, sometimes you won't feel the pain maybe that week. It could take up to 8 weeks for you to start feeling all the pain from your accident, even a tiny whiplash. So make sure you document and tell the attorney what's going on.
So we're not doctors, obviously. The 8-week thing is what we know because we work with them. Anyways, Jenny Chance said, after watching you guys one Wednesday night, I called Federal Injury Centers in Maryland. Tim, good job. They're awesome. They made it happen for me. Long haul COVID-19. Thank you.
Oh,
you know
good
what?
job.
So that's a thing. Like, we can get COVID claims approved. That was a long haul COVID claim. Jenny, I'm glad that worked out. I'm really happy.
Yeah.
And Tim is our guy up there. Tim, thank you for that. All right. So what other questions are here?
So far, there's no more questions. So we did the third party accidents. Oh, somebody asked about dog bites. If you get a dog bite, please call me. Don't call an attorney, especially if you're federal, only because there's a certain law in each state for dog bites. So message me or call me for any third party accidents, and I'll tell you what you do from there.
So, every week some of our doctors come on. I want to just tell you that Dr. Dorfman is here from Melbourne, Titusville in Florida. Dr. Dorfman is a good friend of mine. He is intensely interested in helping you. He cares more about you than himself. And I mean that. Like, I'm not just saying it. Like, this guy is super, super empathetic. So go see him. If you're in Titusville, Melbourne, or anywhere close, just check it out. federalinjurycenters.com. Go to the locations tab. Dr. Dorfman is your friend. He's my friend. That means he's your friend. Dr. Karch is here. He's in South Bend, Indiana. I try not to do this, but I can't help it. Go Irish, so I just do it. He's in South Bend. I'm an Irish fan. If you're not a fan of Notre Dame football or girls basketball or any other sport in Notre Dame, try again because you're just doing it wrong. So Dr. Karch is up there, and if you're in that area, you already understand. Go see him.
And we have Federal Injury Centers of Manhattan on here. Nelson Perez. Shez Shuck.
In Manhattan, right down in New York City.
This is the cutest name. USPS denied my case 2 times and now still have not received CA-16 put in for reconsideration yesterday. Really needs some help. We'll call you tomorrow.
So you're not going to get that CA-16. It's too
Not
late
anymore,
You
yeah.
have to report your injury within 7 days, and it must be a CA-1 claim. So you report a CA-1 within 7 days, and then you're eligible for a CA-16. Now, your supervisors are required to give it to you within 4 hours of the claimed injury, but they don't, and you don't make them. They don't, and you don't make them. And so let me just tie this back. So they don't, and you don't make them. You want COP, but you don't ask for it on box 15, letter A of the CA-1, because you heard from somebody that you might have to pay it back. So nobody at Federal Injury Centers has ever had to pay back continuation of pay. And when you get CA-16, you don't have to pay back the money that they paid for medical bills if the claim's not accepted. So this is a big deal for you. Most of the people that end up in dire straits don't have COP and don't have a CA-16. You got to get a CA-16 and pay your medical bills, and you got to get COP to pay your time off if you need time off. And then let's get your claim accepted. Once it's accepted, you don't have to worry about your COP being paid back. We've had people that got a letter of demand, a demand letter from the post office saying, you owe us COP back.
Yep.
And they said, but my claim's under appeal, because they did what I told them, do a reconsideration. I said, well, send them the appeal request form and show that your claim's under appeal. Guess what? Nobody's ever paid back COP. So we have people that didn't have dire straits. They got their CA-16 and had their medical bills paid and got COP and had their time off paid. That has to happen for you too, because we can't have more people that are struggling. The most people that struggle are the ones that don't have CA-16s and COP. And the ones that end up in the worst of financial situations to where they want to go to the gun range don't have COP and C16. So we can't have that happen anymore. It can't happen. It just can't. You have to stop it. And so there are a lot of people, too many people that are not watching tonight. It is your job to tell people to get a CA16 and get COP and to report their injuries today, not next week or next month, because they hope that it gets better and they can rub some dirt on it. It's not going to get better. And if it does, great for you. But if it doesn't, you're screwed, and we can't have that.
Yeah, we keep telling you over and over about this. You guys are way too scared to go ask for certain things or to file your claims. Stop being scared. There's just too much going on.
While we're here, Dr. Harper from Alabama's here, and I want to tell you, Dr. Harper is the epitome of what I'm talking about. He's got like 550 approved claims all by himself. I promise you, you don't know anybody like that. You don't know anybody that's got 500 approved claims. You don't. Now you do. Meet Dr. Donovan Harper. And that's where you got to go. If you're in Alabama and you go anywhere else, I'm sorry, you did that to yourself.
Dr. Cooper's there too.
Well, okay, he's almost in Columbus, Georgia. So you got to go to the doctors who can get your claims approved. Dr. Harper's here. He loves you. I'm telling you. I was there. He and I went to the APW monthly meeting in Birmingham, and he was so passionate about getting your claims approved. This guy likes to go hunting. He likes to hunt. And he's smart about it, but there's nothing he likes more than helping you. And too many of you call the competition.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Like you called it, I can't say the name because I want to get sued, but if it's not Federal Injury Centers of Birmingham, Huntsville, or Montgomery, you call the wrong place.
Yeah.
Dr. Harper, don't shush me, woman. So Dr. Harper gets more claims approved than everybody else. Everybody else. If you're in Alabama and you don't go there, I can't help you. I mean, I can later, but why do that to yourself?
Yeah.
Don't just call Dr. Harper, please.
Lakinda said, how long can it take for a closed case to be reopened?
Well, I mean, closed cases can be reopened in like that much time, or it depends. But the key is they can all be reopened. If your claim was ever approved, it can be reopened. And let me say this, Dr. Cooper was on. He's like, yeah, me too. Look, Dr. Cooper, you're here every week. Everybody knows you. Everybody loves you. And if you're in Forest Park, Georgia, which basically you can see the airplanes landing.
I backed you up, Dr.
Or you're
Cooper.
at Phoenix City, Alabama, which is basically Columbus, Georgia, right on the border. Look, or if you're around there, you have options. You got Harper and you got Cooper.
But I remember Dr. Cooper, though.
No, everybody should. The thing is, look, I don't want to play around with this. If you're in this range, in the range of these offices, you got to go, okay? We can't have more problems like what I talked about. We just can't.
Carmen Sanchez says, if I apply for a schedule award, will I lose my SSDI?
No, not necessarily, no. Just apply. The schedule award is your OWCP right.
Jeannie Soto. I'm Jeannie, too.
So,
She said, any recommendations for doctors in California for PNS determination?
well, I mean, we only have doctors in Southern Cal, so check our website out. Go to federalinjurycenters.com, check the locations tab, go to California. Outside of that, I can't help because I don't know. It's not that I don't want to, I just don't know.
Norma said, so if you filed a CA1 10 years ago for your shoulder rotator cuff tear and it's bothering you again, but you don't work in the same place anymore, you can still get treatment?
If your claim was ever approved, you can still get treatment because you have lifetime medical. If it was not approved, I can't help you. And I want to, but if it was approved, yes.
Carmen Sanchez said, had both knee replacement. Now my right hip hurts. On OPM disability retirement and SSDI, can I open another claim for my hip?
You can if it's a new claim, but if it's related to the old claim, it's probably a consequential injury. And your doctor will have to write a consequential injury report explaining how the new thing is related to the old thing. That's complicated. Most people don't know how to do it. Our docs do it in their sleep. And if you find one of our doctors in your area, I recommend you go to them.
Oh my gosh. Cliff said, I was ran over by a tow motor. My shoulder was dislocated, fractured, and my bicep and tricep was detached. My right hand is broken and irreparable, and my back and neck claim was denied. I need to talk to someone.
Yeah, you do, Cliff.
Call me tomorrow.
Number one, I know she said call her, But number one, go to federalinjurycenters.com. At the very right-hand corner of it, it says find a location. See if you find a location close to you. Call them first because all we're going to do is tell you to call them anyway. So do that. And
then
if
let
not,
me know.
then give us a call. We'll try to help you out.
And even that, still give me your information so I can get it over to Eric, because this is definitely something you want to talk to Eric
you've
about.
had a serious thing that we can help.
Yeah. Carmen said, thank you. Love you all.
Carmen, we love you too. Thank you for that.
Let's see.
All right. So we're going for another 10 minutes. She and I have been going for like 2 straight days, following like 3 straight weeks, and I'm delirious.
Brenda Smith said, when they keep denying one surgery, bone fragments from the same fall, I had a second opinion from DOL. What else can I do? Been out for a year already, waiting on surgeries.
So surgeries get denied because of diagnosis. And if your diagnosis is improper, they will never allow surgery. For example, remember when you were a kid, you sprained your ankle playing basketball or whatever? That wasn't surgical. Your insurance will not pay for surgery on that. But you say, oh, well, it's not a sprain. I tore a ligament. Well, the diagnosis needs to be upgraded. So your doctor needs to do a diagnosis expansion to add the new diagnosis that is the upgrade, which is for you a downgrade. And then OWCP will almost automatically approve surgery.
Okay. Doug Woods said, when should I apply for a schedule award? I had knee replacement February 28th, 2022, still having pain and off work. You need to message me tomorrow, tonight.
Yeah, but the answer is you can have a schedule award as long as you're still alive. The only cutoff for a schedule award is death. So don't die before you get it. With that said, I'm not making a joke. I'm telling you, that is the cutoff point. As long as you're alive, you still can do it. And you got to go to a doctor who can do a 6th edition impairment rating, and then you attach that impairment rating to your CA7, select letter D, schedule award, and turn that in.
Yeah. Where did it go? Norma said, thank you, Chris and Jeannie. Cliff said, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you both.
You're welcome,
You're
Norma and
welcome.
Cliff. You're welcome.
Already did. Where was it? Okay, so that seems like.
All right, so we really appreciate it.
Questions?
You know, here we are. We're doing this thing. I was hoping we'd have a live audience, but the live audience brought a birthday cake and took off. But look, we love you. We're here during the holidays, and it's special to us because we have family just like you do, and we know that you suffer through this. I understand because I've been doing this my entire adult life. In my entire adult life, since I was 1 week from being 21 years old, I have only done this.
Yep.
And I've seen you suffer. I've learned how to help, obviously. I know what to do to get your claims accepted, get you help so you don't have to, you know, I don't want to say what's next. I'm telling you, there's help for you.
Yeah.
And we want to do that. Just give me a second. We want to do it. I want to just tell you all, look, you have long shifts coming. I started this out saying third party if you get in a car wreck. But the truth is, if you get any accident, any injury, you got to do something about it. You can't wait. I mean, you can, but what comes next? I mean, only bad things. So I'm here just telling you, help yourself.
Yeah.
Help yourself. I don't care what my supervisor thinks. I don't care what your supervisor thinks. You shouldn't care.
Yeah.
I used to be a supervisor. Hell, I'm a supervisor now. Okay. I used to manage 72 to 100 people. And you know what? I had their best interest in mind, but if I didn't, I would hope they would say to me, I don't care what you think. So you should say, I don't care what they think. You got to take care of yourself. When you get hurt, report your injury. Go to eComp and fill it out. If your supervisor says, yeah, well, I'm going to do this to you, document it and go to your union. Unions, this is where you step in. It's your job to protect your members. Don't let them be retaliated against. Don't let them be hurt. Understand that when they actually get physically hurt, if things don't go well for them, they end up on a gun range. And I'm not trying to make light of this, but I've heard too many of these stories. It's too much. It's too much. You cannot allow this to happen. So all of you have a responsibility to tell somebody. All of you that are listening have a responsibility to help yourself. And all of you union reps that are here have a responsibility to help them. Whether it's your craft or not, help somebody. The best way to get ahead with your agency is to help all the crafts in your agency. Nobody gets run over anymore. Nobody gets abused. Nobody's retaliated against. Nobody is threatened. Nobody is terminated. Not without your help. So we're here doing what we can do, but there's a line we can't cross. I can't go into your agency and tell your management, hey, stop being jerks, assholes, or whatever. I can't. It's not my role. I can't cross over, but you can. You're there already.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to be here on live, but you're there. So we all work together. I'd like you all to help. I'd like to stop these problems. And when I say stop denied claims, believe me, the denied claim is nothing. Stop everything else that comes next. So we can all do this together. Thank you all for being here. No, I'm not shutting it down. You can say stuff too, but it's just, this is important to me. Nobody hears this stuff more than we do.
Yeah.
You think you hear a lot of things. We hear everything.
We get the calls.
It's a heavy load. Imagine the families. It's a heavy load for me. Imagine those families. We can all fix this.
Doug, as soon as the live is finished, you just go to the messenger on the main page and you'll be able to message me there, or you can find me on Gini Helms. Renee Marie said to confirm, even if you had pre-existing condition, if you have an injury what makes it worse and it can be diagnosed, should it be approved?
Yeah, it should be approved. If it's related to the work injury, it should be approved, and it should be 100% approved.
Annette said, I appreciate you both. I will try not to bother you much, but need help. You're never
Annette, it's not a bother. This is what we do. We only do this.
Yeah.
So
you
please,
can
Annette,
message
it's not
me.
bothering. Please let us know.
Yeah, tonight I won't answer the messages. It's tomorrow I will. Donna Hamlet said, thank you both for doing this. Love you for it.
We love you too, Donna. Thank you.
Annette said, depression is so real. I know.
I know. And it's avoidable. We should be able to fix this.
Nelson Perez said, you're awesome, from FIC in New York, Elevated Health, Madison Avenue.
Yeah.
So
that's our office up in Manhattan, or as they say it, Manhattan. But wherever you're at, there's help. Manhattan. There's help. Okay. If you're in New York, like people are like, oh, it's so far. I have to go 20 miles. Just go.
Yeah.
Because your alternatives are bad. Okay. So go. We're working on the other boroughs. We're doing the best we can. And in California, we're working on the whole state, whatever. We're in Southern Cal, but we're about to open up in the Bay Area, upstate. So just hang in there, do the best you can. Don't let your supervisors get over on you, and get yourself to a place where you think there's no more options. When you think there's no more options, there's one more. Call us, we'll help.
Yeah. So with that said, those of you that are now joining, you can go back and watch the replay. We never delete our videos. Don't forget to share, like, and follow. We're on almost every social media platform because I know I had to cut TikTok off. It's because I forgot I could have used his phone. I don't know why I did that.
Poor TikTok.
But if you need to reach me, give me a call at 877-787-OWCP. If you need to email us any information, you email info@federalinterestrcenters.com. And if you're looking for locations, need help, have a claim, a denied claim, a closed claim, go to federalinterestrcenters.com and click locations.
So to end, Cliff said, and thank you, Cliff, in my generation, to complain was a sign of weakness. This left me with no one to talk to until now. You guys don't know how important you are to many of us. Thanks again. And I'll tell you, Cliff, I say in all my trainings, rub some dirt on it is an old thing. We don't do that anymore. But Cliff, you and I probably come from the same generation. I rub some dirt on it too many times. We don't do that. And Tammy, listen, people, never give up. And we love you, Tammy.
Yes.
We're going on a 7-year fight, and we're in it too. So love you guys, and we love you too, Tammy. And we love all of you.
Yeah, we do.
So we're here because we love you. We're not here for anything else. And we hope you'll have enough love to give to somebody else. And let's help everyone.
A lot of you have been asking for this. How to download the books from Breaking OWCP. So
don't quit early.
So next week, this is what we're going to do. Those of you that are trying to learn how to file your COVID claim on eComp, we're going to walk you through where you can, I'm going to share the screen and we're just going to show you how to file your COVID claim, how to download the PDF book, because for some reason, it's just, I don't even know what's going on.
I email like 5 books a week because people are like, oh, how do I download?
So
I'll show you.
We're going to show you that. We're just going to hop on the website, since we'll be sharing the screen, and show you all of our locations, where to go, how to find us. because you guys are going to get super busy now. And if we're going to get super busy with all of our phone calls. So this way, if you do have an issue, you can call the office closest to you. So that's what we're going to be going over next week, and a few more things.
And the book is www.breakingowcp.com. If you're new here, you haven't heard of that yet. Most of you have the book already. If you're new, get the book. You can download it to your phone and save it on your phone and put your phone in your pocket. That means you have Breaking OWCP in your pocket. And anytime your supervisor tells you something that's not right, which is always, you'll have the exact laws in your pocket to say, no, that's not true. We're here to help. I wrote these books to stop your supervisors from screwing you over.
Yep.
So get the books, www.breakingowcp.com.
With that said, everybody, we will see you next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here.
Thanks for being here.
Good
We'll
night,
see you next
everybody.
week.
Bye.